Oh, hi. We're going to do a really fast video just to review some stuff from algebra. Because I really need you to learn how to factor quadratics. But first, let's just multiply these things. We've done this in class a little bit. Remember, we have this method called FOIL, where we multiply the first, the outside, the inside, and the last terms. And the first terms, in most of these cases, are both an x. And x times x is x squared. The outside terms would be this x out here, and then this -2 right here, right? So if I multiply those two things, I would get -2x. Then the inside terms, well, that's this +9, and then this other x. So that's +9x. And then finally, we multiply the last terms, and in our case, it's 9 times -2 is -18. And then the only other thing that we need to do is combine the two terms in the middle, the o and the I, because those are like terms. And so we have an x squared. -2 plus 9 is +7. And then I have -18. Okay, so remember what I ended up doing was taking 9 plus -2 to get 7, and 9 times -2 to get -18. And we'll do the same thing here. We're going to do FOIL. We'll get x squared for the first terms. The outside terms are x times +3. The inside terms are -3 times the other x. And then the last terms, -3 times +3 is -9. So again, -3 plus +3 combines here in the middle, and that's actually 0. And then -3 times -3 is how we get the number on the end, which is, in our case, a -9. So we can kind of do the same thing here without even really thinking about it. I know that I'm going to do x times -5, and then this x times this -5. So if I just add -5 to -5, that's -10x. And then if I multiply -5 times -5, that's +25. And so then once we multiplied these things out, and we've done several examples, well, can we go the other way? So if we want to go the other way, what we wanted to do was we have to think of, we know that the numbers that we want have to add to equal that number in the middle, but at the same time, they should multiply to equal the number on the end there. And so if I take this function and first I'm just going to write these parentheses, because I know my final answer is going to be like we started the other one. So it'll be x plus something times x plus something. And let's think of numbers that multiply to 16. There's 1 times 16. There's 2 times 8. There's 4 times 4. But 2 times 8 is what we want, because 2 plus 8 is 10. So they both multiply to 16 and add to 10. So we could say x plus 2 times x plus 8. You could also say x plus 8 times x plus 2. Those are the same thing. Let's do one more, and then I'll have you try a few. So we need them to multiply to 12. That's 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. Except they need to add to equal -7. Okay? And that means, if you think about it, we actually need to make both the 3 and the 4 negative. Because -3 times -4 is +12. And -3 plus -4 is -7. So that's another example that works. Pause the video and try these other three. Okay, you tried them. So now I'm going to show you the solutions. I need numbers that multiply to -7. That's only 1 and -7, or -1 and +7. Those are the only ones I have. But they need to add to -6. So hopefully you chose this one, because -7 plus 1 is -6. These ones need to multiply to 20, but add to -12. So 4 times 5 doesn't seem to work. What about 10 times 2? That's 20. But they need to be negative, so let's make them both negative. Because a negative times a negative is a +20, but a negative plus a negative is even more negative, to -12. And then finally, here we need -72. So I think we need to use -9 and +8. Because -9 plus 8 is -1. So the answer to this one was x minus 9 times x plus 8. Use this to do this week's asynchronous work. Good luck.